Driving fast straight to my house, I'm thinking of you.
Well, good morning, everyone. This is Thursday, and we're on our way on the coconut milk run. I'll explain that in our vlog. We left Panama City, I guess it was Sunday, and spent a couple nights at the Pearl Islands. More about that in our vlog also, why they're called the Pearl Islands. And we've been sailing southward against a 2-knot current, which is not very interesting. We've also had the wind, of course, right in our faces, but this is Winnie and Carson sailing, so we know what that's all about. So this is Thursday morning. I've started baking some bread. The dough is rising down there. Winnie's asleep. It's about 10 o'clock. Right now we're on a tack trying to go, we're actually ending up going to the northward, although we want to go southward, and try to get a little bit west of here, and then we'll turn and make another run south. It's slow going. We have just 2 knots current against us, wind right in our faces, so that won't change probably for the current for another day. And the wind, it doesn't look like that's going to change much at all. So we're just sort of slogging away at it. But we decided that instead of going all the way to Marquesas, we're going to try and see if we can stop at Galapagos. When I investigated what it would cost, it was up like $5,000 to $7,000, which we just weren't going to pay. But there might be a possibility that we could be allowed to have Capri on one island and then go visit other islands with some guided tours in their boats, and we might be able to do that for about $1,500 to $2,000. Now if we can do that, then we will stop at Galapagos. If we can't do that, well, it's a long way to Marquesas. Galapagos is about a week from here.
Good morning, guys. We are in the Pacific Ocean, more than 100 nautical miles from the coast, and once again we are caught in a fishing net. The fishermen was out here and they came over to us, but they caught two strings of the fishing net, but we have something around our rudder, so now Carsten has to go diving once again, and you can see the swells are quite big, so it's definitely no fun. Yeah. Well, guys, skal du ikke have mere luft i?
Jeg vil bare lige have lov til at gøre det.
Du skal have mere luft i din lunge. I dykkervesten, Carsten. For helvede. Det er sgu godt, jeg har ham i en snor.
Hello all. So the morning dive is successfully completed. Not that I really am overly pleased at having to dive where we've got 3,500 meters of water, which is about the equivalent of 12,000 feet. It's a long way down, but managed to get that line from the fishnet cut away. It had wrapped itself around the propeller and the shaft. The propeller is no problem, but the shaft is always a problem. I got almost all of it, but it looks like we might have to haul when we get to Galapagos and get the very last of it. It's very difficult to work down there when the boat is in the waves as it is. You get 11, 12 tons of boat down on top of your head every few seconds, and that makes it a little tough to do fine work. Fortunately, I had an old bicycle helmet I've brought along, so you saw it in the video that some people would say, well, his head's hard enough anyway, he doesn't need a helmet, but let's just assume I would have gotten hurt if I hadn't had that. So we're on our way again. The fishermen were out here fishing squid, and they were actually nice enough, they cut their lines. Unfortunately, them cutting their lines didn't get us free. That's the way it goes. But we're now sailing, and we're about 120, 150 nautical miles from the equator. We're sailing almost due west to try to get away from Ecuador, so we won't cross the equator today, and perhaps tomorrow, maybe not. We'll see.